grunt work. Now, according to my pretty picture, I've got edges that go along here and edges that go along here. Now, the topology I'm trying to create, I'm trying to accommodate for the movement of the hand. If you study the anatomy of the hand, you'll notice that it kind of like slumps downwards and out, like stairs, from the wrist down to the hand, down to like the fingers, and each finger, and each finger, and each finger. It's like it's like steps. They're like steps, but it's like very subtle. It's pretty subtle and sleek. So yeah, when you're like developing the topology, you need to like accommodate for all that crap. Now, if you're really sick and you're really good at doing this kind of stuff, you should be able to like build a solid hand in about an hour, maybe like 2 hours, if you're really good. I'm going to use soft selection in order to like reposition all these vertices so that they fit the hand better. Oh, don't forget about like the other side of the hand. You gotta get the vertices on the other side of your hand to like match up too. You know, it's funny. It's a funny thing, you know, because like take it from someone who knows. Like you could like do a lot of stuff, study lots of different stuff, but if you just study something, you can't just study it. You have to do something with it. Because if you just study it and you don't do anything with it, then it's pretty much useless to you. It does you no good. If you study Max, you know how to use Max, and you can do anything in Max, but you haven't built anything using Max. You're not going to be able to find a job doing Max work. You need to build like sick Max stuff in order to get a job doing Max stuff. You need to build like a sick portfolio. It's all about the portfolio. You can ask anyone. It's all portfolio. Portfolio, everything. Everything portfolio. It makes me sad, you know? Because when I was younger, I had this crazy idea in my head that if I just studied a bunch of stuff and just put down in my resume, I studied this program, I could get a job. And it doesn't work like that, man. You need portfolio stuff. I think that's one of the things that held me back in my life. I regret it, man. I regret not like trying to spend more of my time and energy actually developing like solid portfolio work as opposed to just like studying like a dozen random pieces of software. But it's also sad too. You can like study something, right? But then if you don't do anything with it, you're going to lose it. Some people don't really understand this. Like, I talk to some people, right? I tell them I learned this, and then they're all like, "Oh, then it's easy to get a job." No. You can't just like learn this and easily find a job after just learning this. It doesn't work like that. You have to develop like sick stuff. I try to explain this to some people. Some people, because they don't really understand, they think you just need to know the software. It's not just about knowing the software. You gotta be able to produce good stuff with the software. If you just know the software, it doesn't do you any good. Yeah. A lot of this stuff is just grunt work. Alright. If you want the other tool, if you don't like the interactive split tool and want to get the other tool instead, what you do is you select the interactive split and then you right click and then you hold down, I think it's like the right mouse button. I've got a stylus, not a mouse, so I can't really tell what's middle click and what's right click. It's either middle click or right click, and it gives you this menu. And if you go over to the left menu item says split, and it gives you the interactive split tool or the split polygon tool. Interactive split tool is the tool that nobody seems to like for some reason, the newer tool. And the split polygon tool is like the old tool that, well, it's the old tool. You can try out either or. I use interactive split because I'm more accustomed to working with interactive split. But you can try out the other tool too. They both do the same thing, they approach it in a slightly different fashion. And you've got your extrude, you've got your insert loop, you've got your interactive split tool, you can combine objects, you can wheel vertices together, you've got like the soft select. These are all like your basic tools for doing basic like box modeling inside of Maya. And I'm hoping that this tutorial covers those and demonstrates them in an efficient way. If not, maybe I'll have to like make another one. I don't think I want to make another one. But maybe I should. Or maybe I should try and find something that's more relevant, something that might get more views. Everyone's got a box modeling in Maya tutorial. They're everywhere. I guess mine's not particularly more special. Any more special than that. You know, whichever. You can also use V, but I think using the V tool to snap one vertex to another vertex, I think that requires a bit more effort, a bit more work, because after you snap it together, it's not connected. You still have to select those vertices, right? And then weld those vertices together. There's a weld tool underneath in the mesh edit window somewhere. In 3D Max it's called merge. In Maya it's called, well, in 3D Max it's called weld. Or yeah, in Maya it's called merge. So it's not the weld tool you need, it's the merge tool. So yeah, merge. But this is faster. Just merge vertex tool, drag and drop, you're done. It's fast. Way faster, way better, way more efficient. I'm sure it's got some kind of drawback. I've yet to see it. I have yet to see one. If anyone wants to point out to me, oh yeah, merge tool is nice, but here's a drawback. Yeah, make sure you like get the shape of the palm nice and nice. You gotta like drag some of these. You should probably drag some of these vertices out, because in order to like accommodate for the movement of the thumb. So yeah, if you're really good at like box modeling and whatnot, you should be able to pump out a hand in around 2 hours or so, and it should look like amazing. I don't think I'm really that good. Maybe I shouldn't be saying stuff like that. It might not be healthy for me. You know, you always gotta be like, promote yourself in a positive manner and stuff. You can't be running around telling people like, yeah, I'm not so good, and you're not gonna get work. This is dangerous. I'm in dangerous territory right now. I probably like just lost myself. I probably just like cost myself a job. uh, that's not even funny, man. That's serious. Yeah, that's not funny at all. Hmm. Yeah. Well, after you're finished tweaking your hand and making it like all nice and whatnot, you're gonna have to take your tweaked hand and merge it to your body, wherever the body may be. Okay, I'm gonna skip ahead here. Too much grunt work. Way too much grunt work. You guys get the idea, right? You just like select stuff and move stuff until you get the correct form. Wow.